This crowd is making it so I can hardly hear my own voice. They are indeed raring to go. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And I don't know that I would say that I'm totally surprised that it's 3-0 right now. I mean, I knew they were capable of going on a run like this, but to come in and put it to them the way they have, that's what I think all three of us maybe didn't expect. But I just think it shows the character of this ball club. And it starts right at the top. I think it's a really good reflection of the manager that he's got them to where they are right now.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your New York Yankees.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Marlins, as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll match up against one of the toughest around, the all-star lefty Chris Sale. And a look now at the defensive alignment for the Yankees behind him. Everett Cabrera makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. This is hit on the ground, but foul. Now the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Just a touch inside, perhaps. It's 2-1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now.
And even just 4 pitches in, you need to find a strike here because you don't want to give him a free base runner to start the night.
Full count pitch on its way. Now a hard liner towards short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Oh, that's great contact right there to start this ball game. Well, he won't get anything to show for it, but at least you go back to that dugout thinking, yeah, I am all over this guy.
D. Gordon will get his first opportunity here, and if you go by the numbers, it's been a disappointing start to this World Series for him so far.
Yeah, he really hasn't gotten on track, and I think you have to give some of that credit to good pitching, but he's really been a bit of a non-factor so far. Still time for him to turn it around.
Out in front, but this is skied into straightaway right. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2.
Normally, you get a lot of carry outs at that part of the ballpark, but I think he hits this one just a little bit thin, and it's an easy play out there in right field.
Now here's the first pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is up the middle, and it's going to get into center field. It's a 2-out hit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. He's ready now to pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Sliced down the left side, but foul. Another 0-2 coming. In the air to right center. And Blackman will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. One left for Miami. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Starting lineup for the Yankees looks like this. They'll go to work against a tough assignment indeed, the hard-throwing right-hander Jordan Lyles. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. Charlie Blackman will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off to Schneid, hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, you really need to start getting a little more involved.
And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one.
And you know, these guys were shut out last time out. And hey, that's going to happen here in the postseason. I mean, it's not like you're facing these journeyman number 4, number 5 starters anymore. Once you get into the postseason, it's the best of the best. You're seeing number 1s, number 2s, and you know, they've got another tough assignment here. But hey, no question, this offense has to get going if they're going to hang around in this series at all.
And before we go much further, let's pull up the scouting report for this 25-year-old so we can see what to expect. Yasiel Puig will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Here comes the 1-0. Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. McCutchen is there to take it, and that's the second out of the inning. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Paul Goldschmidt will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
First pitch coming. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1. Got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball.
Oh, meanwhile, my goodness, that ball caught him pretty good out there on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We've played an inning. No score. Corey Dickerson will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he goes with the 0-2 here as this is on the ground to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Carlos Gonzalez will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short, and Gonzalez is going to have himself a base hit.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Here's Drew Stubbs now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
First pitch on the way. Pedro Alvarez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 on the way. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power is just keep putting pitches right there.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Francisco Cervelli stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Yeah, and that strikeout previously may have been just the kick in the pants he needed. He comes right back here and fires that fastball right by the next guy.
And this is hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage. Everett Cabrera will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Marlins forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Marlins lead it 1-0. Giancarlo Stanton will get a chance here, and you see the numbers for the series. He just has not gotten going yet.
Now, and if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to need him to get back in the groove because this pitching staff has buried him so far.
First pitch coming. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And this will find a wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he will make it there with their first hit of the ball game, a leadoff double.
Yeah, good chance to get that early run right back. This is a great swing right here. Drive just went all the way out to the wall, and he's into second with a leadoff double.
number 26.
Come forward now, and as you see by the numbers, he's off to a hot start here in the Fall Classic.
Yeah, you know some guys just love being on that big stage, and he's been a big part of this ball club all season long, so it's no surprise to me that he swung a hot bat when it matters the most.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0.
Obviously, you want a base hit here and hopefully tie this game. But a ground ball to the right side, that wouldn't be so bad either.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike two, says the third base umpire. Here comes the 1-2. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Try again, 1-2. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Well, all things considered, that was a pretty nasty breaking ball. The guy had no shot at hitting it. But the problem is, your catcher has to be able to get over and block that pitch, and he didn't have any shot at it either.
Chris Bryant digs in at the plate. Here's the first offering. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. And a bunt attempt here, but this will be foul, so the runners will stay put for now. First and second here with nobody out. 1-1 on the way. And he squares and bunts this one hard. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. You put it down to the left side of the infield, make the third baseman field it. He's only got one play, and that's the first base. Now two men are in scoring position with just one out.
Jock Peterson will dig in now with a possible tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position here. First pitch to him. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. He's set, now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Runners are at second and third with one down. He's ready, now the pitch. Out in front as this is in the air toward deep right field. Dickerson is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Well, you accomplished two things on that last swing. Number one, obviously you drive in that run with the sacrifice fly. But because that ball was hit so deep, it allows the second runner to move up another 90 feet as well.
Francisco Linder will get his first shot here, trying to come through with two away and a runner at third. First offering on the way. Fastball right back to the mound. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1.
Well, this is a huge mistake here because once this ball gets away and gets out of play, that means the run will be allowed to come home and score.
In now, number 12. As he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. D. Gordon is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Second baseman.
First pitch coming.
Gordon.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball one. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-1. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Now here it comes. Good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Full count, 3-2.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letter.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, what's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit with runners on base? How about back-to-back strikeouts? That'll do the job.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Opposite field to left. Peterson under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They still trail it here 2-1. Charlie Blackmon makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Yasiel Puig will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. Gonzalez is under this one, and that's out number 2. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They still lead it 2-1. Corey Dickerson will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. And the pitch. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Carlos Gonzalez will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Peterson will will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So with a runner at first and one gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Drew Stubbs will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Pause, now the pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight. So both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's in the scoring position with the stolen base. That changeup's been real effective for him so far. Guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect. And this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Foul back. He's set, now the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. Giancarlo Stanton will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Now the first pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Here it comes. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
And now just look at all 3 of these pitches here on show track. First one, not a strike. Not a strike, and not a strike either. Now, that's no question that it could be 3-0 right now, but instead, he's headed back to the pine.
Into the box now, number 26, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Chris Bryant waits on deck. And he'll be rung up here by Clyde Washington. Strike 3 at the knees, and there are 2 away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Standing in now, Chris Bryant. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The next pitch. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Francisco Cervelli will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Francisco Cervelli.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
in under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Now the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he gets him to lift one into shallow center field. Blackman comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Everett Cabrera will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. But this is foul for the first strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I think he finally said to himself, all right, look, you've had your chances to hit that off-speed stuff, but now you're getting the fastball at 94. And that wound up finally doing the trick.
Here's D. Gordon now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Bryant is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Jock Peterson will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Now the first pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Here it comes, 2-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Two pitch on the way. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Now here's the first pitch. Francisco Linder will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down. Number 12 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And now from the air, a jump throw. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
But this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Here's Charlie Blackman now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. That's hit hard on the ground, and it'll make it through into right field for a 2-out single. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Yasiel Puig. See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. From the stretch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Now here's the first pitch. Andrew McCutchen is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. Low for a ball as he battles back from down 0-2 to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit well out toward left field. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away. Kyle Seager will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Corey Dickerson come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Base hit.
Yeah, a nice job there to get on base with a 2-out single. When you're facing a guy that's getting up there in pitches, this can be important because instead of being out of the inning, if he's forced to make 10 pitches or so after this, he might be out of this game.
As a look, now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The next 0-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Marlins lead 1. They're down 2-1. Paul Goldschmidt will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now here it comes. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. The pitch. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. See his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game, just not getting any help offensively.
Giancarlo Stanton swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
Oh, he's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
First pitch coming. swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike one.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Now, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
And sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the third out. Inning over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. It's the Yankees 2 and the Marlins 1. Back here in the Bronx. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Drew Stubbs will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. Been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pedro Alvarez comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. DK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
And that's something he's had to deal with for most of his career. You'll see it here. If this is just about any other batter, this is going to be a base hit to right field. But since the shift is on, this ball is hit right to the second baseman out there in short right field. And he makes this play without much trouble at all.
Into the box, Francisco Cervelli, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Here it comes. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still trail it here 2-1. Chris Bryant will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Here's the first offering. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here's another 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. And you see the one that's keeping that pitch count down, a 3-pitch inning. That's a pitcher's dream right there.
Jock Peterson will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Francisco Linder will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. And this is lined right back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. He's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Stepping in now, number 12. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw sails a bit, and he will get into second base as the tying run. Comes set, Now the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. That's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. Here's the 1-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Here he comes again, 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to getting through a quick inning, this is where you really need to grind out.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. Side is retired. The Yanks leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Everett Cabrera will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. And as you can see by the line score, 2 very well-pitched ball games to this point in the 8th. 2-1 our score as both starters have pitched well enough to win this one. Ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
3-0 is on the way. That one's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it will be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Kelvin Herrera will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning. First pitch to him. Andrew McCutchen is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anyway.
He's ready now. The pitch. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Kyle Seager will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either, it's moving.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And a bouncing ball, foul. Now another 1-2. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2, though.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Corey Dickerson will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. 1-0. Swing and a rocket to third. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down. He'll come home with it, and that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
Well, there's a big decision there. He decides he wants to come home with this thing. Maybe not the wisest move he could have made, and the throw's too late to get his man.
Brett Gardner will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Carlos Gonzalez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Yeah, you know, when a pitcher gets into a little bit of a jam out there, you can bet he's going with his best stuff. So we may see a heavy dose of that slider right now.
From the belt, the pitch. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. Here comes another 0-2. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Now another 0-2. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Another 1-2 delivery. Ball 2.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone is looking about the size of a tin can.
And he will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now. Drew Stubbs will step in with a full house out there in what may be the pivotal at-bat of this game. In there, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
He waits, now the pitch. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. He's set, now the pitch. Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Goldschmidt is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases-loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. Marlins get 1 here on a couple of hits. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Brett Gardner will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 11, Brett.
Randall Delgado is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Randall Delgado.
Charlie Blackmon will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think. But sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do.
Now the 3-0 offering. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow by guys when you need to.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Yasiel Puig will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Or a reaching try as he knocks it down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
The Yanks just need that one big hit they've been lacking so far.
The 1-0 home. Now a bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Seager with the bare hand. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Perfect job there of getting it down. So now that's the go-ahead run right there over at third with just 1 out.
Giancarlo Stanton will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Number 26. Try and turn it around. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far. First offering on the way. And this will be fouled away. He's set now to pitch. Now a ball hit back up the middle to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Pedro Alvarez will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th.
Pedro Alvarez.
First pitch coming. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stand. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Pitch on the way. This ball's grounded foul. Ready with another 0-2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Francisco Cervelli is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Fouled back. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Everett Cabrera will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 2 out, nobody on. Another 0-2 home. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Now here it comes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Ready with another 2-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Number 57 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Chris Bryant will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Leading up, bottom of the 9th inning for the Yankees. Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. Think you'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Now here's the pitch. way outside. 1-2. I'll head protect on 1-2, and this is a fly ball out to straightaway right field. Gardner is there to put it away for out number 1. Jock Peterson will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gonzalez back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this.
Francisco Linder will dig in. He singled his last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch here is reached for and hit on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
Dylan Betances will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frame. D. Gordon is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Here it comes. Fouled straight back. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And the pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Puig is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Andrew McCutchen will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. And here's the first pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. So a perfect start to the 10th here. 2 up and 2 down.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold serve, then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Kyle Seager is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Guys, this has been...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Miami down in order. Score remains 2-2. Number 12 will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Now the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. No problem here. 1 away. Charlie Blackmon will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. the first pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Now here's the pitch. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. Starting to look like this one's going to go another inning. Great.
Yasiel Puig will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Now here's the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Very difficult to get on top of the pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
1-1. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Brett Gardner try and get something started here in the top half of inning number 11. Now here's the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off him.
And this is swung on and missed as Gardner's a strikeout victim, 1 away. Carlos Gonzalez will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch on the way. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Now the pitch. Having success with the fastball here, it's 0-2 now.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
1 out, nobody on. The pitch. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to right field. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2. Kevin Kiermaier will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now here it comes. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, 97 will get up on you in a hurry, especially when it's your first debut of the night and you're just settling in.
Peterson has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Paul Goldschmidt will get us going now in the home half of the 11th. First pitch coming. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. On to first is Cabrera, and that's the first out.
Quick outs are the key at this point in the ball game. Save your bullets. You never know how far you're going to have to go.
Giancarlo Stanton will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
No offer at the curveball either. It's 2-0. 2-0 on the way. swing here on 2-0 as this is in the air out to straightaway center. There to take it in is McCutcheon now for route number 2.
You know, once you get into extra innings, every fly ball here makes you go, whew. But this one didn't have a whole lot behind it, so we're going to keep on playing.
Number 26 will look to change his fortunes. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts thus far. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. Here it comes. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Pitch on the way. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. 11 innings in the books now. And we are tied 2-2. Pedro Alvarez will stand in to start out the 12th inning of play. And it starts to become a war of attrition once you've reached this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where there's some really tired legs out there on both sides. The bullpens have been working overtime. In fact, even the announcers are starting to get a little bit hoarse.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, and that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
He's put together 2 spotless innings so far out of the bullpen. I think a 3rd would be above and beyond the call of duty.
First pitch to him. Francisco Cervelli stands in as he looks at a called strike. Here's the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. And the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, if you want to be considered a strikeout pitcher, you better have a pretty good one of these. You see it here again on show track, and this is now 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts so far in the inning.
First offering on the way. Everett Cabrera is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Puig is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Miami down in order. Score remains 2-2. Chris Bryant will lead things off here as they look to try and win this thing in the bottom half. First pitch coming.
Come on, New York.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. The 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And that misses. 2-1. Ready with the 2-1. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. 2-2. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag at 3 unassisted for the first out.
But just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as this is on the ground softly down to third. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't trade places with that guy for anything. I mean, this would sting on a 95-degree afternoon in Arlington. But on a cold night like this, he's going to be feeling that for a couple of hours. That's called a good old-fashioned jam sandwich.
In now, Francisco Linder. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this is the guy.
Now the 1-0. A line drive over the head of Cabrera and on into left center for a base hit. Number 12 was stride in, grounded out his last time through. Here's the first pitch. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And that's through, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is in scoring position now with 2 away.
Just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Here's the first pitch. Grounded, foul. The 0-1. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Deep breath time out there on the mound now. And this crowd, well, they're definitely making things tough on him out there.
And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. And this game is still tied at 2-2. D. Gordon will see if he can get things started here in the top half of the inning.
D. Gordon.
First pitch coming. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. Now the pitch. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two.
Hey, in extra innings, there's no wrong way to get on base. It's not a bad idea.
Chopper, foul. The 0-2 once more. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Another 0-2 coming. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Therefore, it is Blackman, and he's got it for the first out. Andrew McCutcheon will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run. Kyle Seager will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
And here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one. Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And this is a strike three call. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away. Brett Gardner will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. And here's a fastball called for strike one. The 0-1. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
Well, one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
The 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and it stakes the Marlins to a 4-2 lead. Carlos Gonzalez is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Kevin Segrist will come in and pitch now. Carlos Gonzalez will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed 1-2 now. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8 ball here as they don't want to wind up on the losing end of this thing. It's the Marlins 4 and the Yankees 2. David Robertson will come on now, and at least they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. The 0-1. Now a high bouncer toward the hole. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Boy, and they've had his number all through this one. He's now 1 for 6 in this ball game. Man, that hurts.
Paul Goldschmidt will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now. Giancarlo Stanton will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch, and a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. The 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Now the 1-2 pitch. And that ought to crank up the festivities at South Beach, because the Marlins are once again champions of the baseball world.
And you know what? I bet the only thing they wish they could have done a little bit differently is win this thing in front of their home crowd. But you know what? I don't think anyone's complaining about that right now. They are a very deserving World Championship club, and congratulations to the entire organization.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
Tonight, first for the victorious Miami Marlins, 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. The Yankees, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Our main attendance here tonight, the Yankees with 53 laps, 3 hits.